A-class next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 teams in the single A. It's pretty much all guaranteed at the top, isn't it, Kurt, for the 1, 2, 3?
There's not. We don't have any serious races on the A-class leaderboard, but it's fun to watch. I mean, that's the new generation of four-way competitors. So it's including the recreational, the pickup teams. In this case, actually, now we see the parents of again the French parents of the Academy teams in this the lineup here, the last minute put together in the last minute. I have about like 20 last minute teams in my database.
Right, really?
Almost each meet always generates one team with last minute, and they always give themselves. Sometimes it's last second.
Right.
So they call themselves last second, last minute. And then, so we have plenty of those. And this team was put together by the parents at the last minute. They're enjoying it. They're having a great time. I talked to some of the parents, and they're just having a ball.
Well, next up, it's the hardcore hand holders with Jared. Jared here, he's in the wheelchair doing four-way. Incredible. It's a technique to use. Let's keep a good shot on the door here. I want to see how they get him into the airflow and how they get him out of the airflow.
Good point. I've never really paid attention to that. I see how he's coming out of it.
Shot to the door camera, thank you.
So, he's going straight out of the wheelchair into the chamber, actually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see that when at the end of the work time we see he goes backwards and then sits back on the chair.
And the chair only just fits into the door space too.
Yeah, it would be great to have some face shots too, because he has the greatest. There we go. Maybe we can. He is always laughing and smiling.
Yeah.
His game face is different than most of the other game faces. Well, now he's a little more serious too, as it looks.
But he's doing everything in skydiving. He's canopy piloting, he's swooping, he's base jumping, he's wingsuiting. Mm-hmm. Incredible, really.
Yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Paragliding as well.
What a
hill soaring.
Right, I see. Now his teammates are actually laughing and smiling always. Now let's look at the exit. So he goes back, then I guess he goes backwards out the door and then back on the chair. Oh, works perfectly.
It's kind of working out just well here. There we go.
Well, congratulations. Well, we have one more round to watch that actually coming, and the next one is the
girls' teams elate.
The girls' teams elate also came together just a few weeks before the competition, the Clash of Champions.
Yeah.
And they were here for vacation and they're working here. It's a combination of both. And they met at the Skydiving Dubai and then decided, okay, well, let's just join the competition. 2 Germans, 2 British girls, and together in Alate. Well, how do you say that? Alate? Alate?
No, elate. Elate is what they've called it.
What does that mean?
I think it means butterfly in one language or another.
Multiply?
Butterfly.
Butterfly.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, right.
I think so.
And we saw yesterday a butterfly tattoo that Jet showed us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to continue as well. They seem to have really enjoyed this, and it's a scratch team put together of basically free fighters, and I think they've really enjoyed it. So I think they're going to try and we might see them next year in Double A.
Excellent. Get them addicted.
Yes.
That's what's happening anyway. The addiction starts early. Now the addiction starts actually in the kids' age.
Yep. Blue Phoenix next, France. More parents.
That's one of the things I'm curious about in the long term. Will the kids just kind of deal with flying, tunnel flying?
Thank you, Dubai.
Will they deal with with this addiction like adults do, which means like stay in the sport and and can't get enough of it, or if they do what the teenagers usually do, they go do this for a while, then that for a while.
Yeah,
so
maybe.
going out of, I'm really curious to see how that is going to go. If they get addicted already in that age, perfect.
I think it's all it comes down to if the parents keep paying.
Well, I guess that's actually the ultimate question. How much money can we spend on that?
Yeah.
Right? Well, what the tunnels, they should have special kids rates and. It's good for them. If they get the kids addicted, later on when they make money, they go to college, they make a lot of money, they will spend all the money. So,
and do they do that? Do they have special rates for children?
Well, I don't know. I've not. There are special kids programs. I've seen that at tunnels, the more they're supporting, it's an investment. The more they support them now, the more they will spend their money later.
Well, this is Eurokart Academy 3. These young ones now, which they look focused and practiced. You know, can you imagine if they stayed together for 10 years?
Yep.
They would only be, well, they probably wouldn't even be teenagers yet.
Well, and then some of the Deep Blue members, in fact, all Deep Blue members are working on the next generation after that already.
Yeah.
I recently saw a photo where they had all their kids, babies, and like 2-year-old, 3-year-old, all
Really?
laying down informations. So anyhow, I think it's a very smart move. And France has always been very progressive as of preparing new skydivers for their jobs in the national teams later.
Yeah.
And I think the earlier you begin with that, of course, the more advantage you have in the long term. You create a potential for the time when you need them. They have their B teams and farm teams.
Yeah. Well, if you just joined us, very good morning to you. It's Clash of Champions Inflight Dubai here in Dubai, and it's Saturday, the 27th of November, just coming up on 22:10. Right after this round of A class, we're going into the final of the AAA, round 10, all to play for.
When are we going to see 8-way today?
We're going to see 8-way a little bit later on. Let's have a
Okay.
look now. We're going to see, next up we've got the AAA final, and then at 10:10 we start with 2-way dynamic, and then 11 o'clock 4-way dynamic, and then round 9 of 8-way at 11, just gone 11, 10:11.
So first completion of 4-way and then 8-way. Okay,
Yeah.
great. I can't wait to see round 11, by the way, which is Pete
round
Allen
and round.
threw this in as a special treat for the audience. There is a round 11. Actually, it's a separate
It's a
round.
separate round.
Yeah, and
Pure randoms.
5 random sequence round. So we see scores in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 100s. Who knows?
We've not, the teams have not got that draw yet, have they?
No, not yet. No.
And I think they're going to win a collection of iPads and iPhones, as you would imagine here in Dubai.
Yeah. Yeah, so that will be. I don't want to be a judge in that round, though. But
Can you imagine?
I don't know if my fingers, if I could push the button so quickly.
I'm really excited. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah.
Flatnamic Next, they're a collection of staff from Skydiving Dubai who don't normally do flat flying. I think one or two of them. Let's have a look who we've got here. The Flatnamic team.
Flatnamic. Where's that name coming from?
I think they've got the 4-way dynamic team called Inflight Dynamic, and so they're called Flatnamic because they're flying flatline. Yes.
That's funny.
Shayna there, she's a good belly flyer. She's obviously a great free flyer as well, but she's got a good position. She's obviously done quite a bit of work in the tunnel.
Yeah, you can see. I mean, I'm sure they haven't practiced Canadian T much, but you can see that they know what they're doing with their buddies. Flying their buddies in the right positions. And
Do you do much tunnel yourself, Kurt?
I do it 2 times a month. I have a tunnel night at iFly Orlando for the Indoor Cloud League project that we're running.
Yeah.
So I'm flying a lot actually still.
4-way?
4-way, yeah. I did the Shamrock Showdown. It was the Paraclete XP Outdoor Championship this year with Pete Allen and Shannon Pilcher in my lineup.
That's a dream team, isn't it?
Yeah, it was great. We had a 17 average, outdoor average actually. So that was really fun.
Well, another team here from the UAE, more staff from Skydiving Dubai, is made in USSR.
They could be from Russia, right?
I think it might be some Russians.
Yeah, it might be from Russia. Back to the US. So now, how does it go?
Something like that. We probably can't sing it for copyright reasons. But this is quite a special situation we've got here, Kurt, with the FS, in so much that we've got this indoor meet leading directly to the World Air Games.
Yes, what an exciting combination. And I hear already rumors that this kind of doubleheader will be continued in the future. And of course, that would be a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
If we could combine this, maybe with a little shorter time frame, that the tunnel meet is on the first weekend and then the World Air, the DIPC it would be.
The Dubai International Parachuting Championships.
On the following weekend, and that would be a wonderful doubleheader. And at the same place, that combination would be just incredible. So I'm hoping they will move forward with that. And now first we have this Clash of Champions together with the World Air Games.
Yes.
There's Andrei Barabosh in that lineup. I didn't
That's
even
right.
know that. So that made in USSR, He is the sponsor team member of the 8-way team Tanai
Right.
of the national team. So he was also in the 4-way lineup here actually. Great.
The kids from Singapore, Skyblockers Singapore.
Skyblockers, and now we are actually in the medal positions, right?
Yes.
They are currently in 3rd place, safely in 3rd place. Nobody can catch them, and they will probably not be able, unless the major meltdown is happening. They should be pretty safe in that 3rd bronze medal position.
And what about in the AAA? How the scores doing? Have we got some scores on the board yet there?
I
Kurt?
have not seen any scores yet, so we should hopefully get the scores before we go into round 10. I mean, it would be sad not to have them actually,
Yeah.
but let's check it out. I'm gonna take a quick look and see if we have them.
We've got one more team to come in the A category here at Clash of Champions in Inflight Dubai, and this is Amnesia RW4 team, and then Flying Circus after that.
And we have a few scores, not all of them yet. Well, hopefully we'll get them. They will trickle in before the top teams are coming. Of the top teams, we have the French fly-in female team with a 31-pointer, which is a great score, no doubt. And then Gavroche had 28. And they were actually happy with that round, so a 28, which means if Gavroche is happy with a 28-pointer,
Yeah.
the French girls had a great round with a 31 points, and that's what we have so far. Dubai Black had a 23. Let's look at this because we are still now. Those are the medal positions in A class still. That was actually the Italian team, Amnesia,
Yeah.
our RW 4-way team. They're in 2nd place, also safely in 2nd place. No chance to get to the 1st place, and no chance to lose the 2nd place. And here's a winner so far.
Flying Circus.
The Flying Circus. They won the rookie class competition at the World Challenge this year.
Right.
Then moved up into the A class in the regular season or in the Czech Republic.
So
Outdoor,
the
indoor.
rookies, just for people watching, that's just randoms, isn't it? There's
Yes,
no blocks at all.
3 randoms. That's the grassroots level of 4-way
Yeah.
competition, and that's where everybody starts. And then at a certain point you want to fly the blocks, and that's what they're doing now. And they are a very clean, very nicely trained team by now. Very passionate, and they do everything. It's a typical skydiving situation, like living in a trailer, spend all your money, all your
Yes.
time, save all your money, and just, a perfect addiction for them. Wonderful. The Flying Circus from the Czech Republic in 1st place and will remain in 1st place after round 9.